I'm the best man in a wedding. I rented a suit and they didn't send all of it. They didn't send most of it, as it turns out. Oh, no, okay, if it's just never mind. It's just the pants and maybe the jacket? Okay, No, I mean, you should just show up like that anyway. Also, this is totally unrelated. Does anybody else see a baby's face in his kneecap? Because I'm seeing a baby's face in his kneecap. Oh boy. A rainy day down, and I still have plenty of memes to be looking at, talking about so on and so forth, yada, yada, yada. How are you guys doing? Good? Great. Lost the combination of an old luggage and started from 001. Could have been worse. Or not. Oh god, 978. 983. Damn, okay. Whew! Man, if only you had started from 1,000. Yeah, you would have been done 6 hours earlier. This battery icon in my new phone's update. That's the battery icon? Are we sure? What happened to it being shaped like a battery? My neighbor threw away a fire alarm with the battery still in it, and I had to dig through their trash at 5 a.m. to make it stop beeping. Now, how petty are we feeling today? Because I'm pretty petty. Because I would imagine it's got to be loud as hell. If it was your neighbor, right, and I assume that these are houses, that has to be one loud smoke detector / fire alarm, whatever it actually is. I would be petty enough to stick it right up against their door. I mean, of course, that doesn't solve the problem for you, but I would find a way to get it back as close to them as possible. How in the world did they solve the problem by putting it outside, and it woke you up, but it's not keeping them up still? This guy on an overnight bus with max brightness and no headphones. I haven't even seen the image yet, and I could say max brightness I could probably deal with, but the no headphones? No, dude. You either turn that down, find some headphones, or you don't get to listen to anything. I'm sorry, not the only one on the damn bus. Woo-wee, that max brightness is crazy though. It is pretty bright, but that's something I could live with, like I said. It's the no headphones. Because you know damn well the dude has headphones. I refuse to believe in any reality that a guy that owns a phone can't even get a dollar store pair of headphones at all right? He doesn't have to go out and buy AirPod Pros here, okay? I'm talking any pair of headphones. Dongles are also $1. It's not impossible, it's not hard. I refuse to believe, bus or not, that this guy would not have anything. So I am thinking that he is doing it on purpose to see if someone's gonna step up, tell him to knock it off, ask him politely to knock it off. People like this love confrontation. Every time I go to work, the cleaner somehow manages to unplug my Ethernet cable from the switch. What? Damn, you got a cleaner? And is it that same cable every single time? Because if it is, you gotta know they're doing it on purpose to you to f with you, man. This is like some gaslighting levels right here. If it is the same Ethernet cable every time, I'm sorry, there's no way. Look, I know I should be giving the benefit of the doubt to people like this, including the bus guy, for sure, and I normally do, but no, come on, dude, they're messing with you. They're going after you hardcore, okay? These guys are jerks. Cigarette butts scattered around a no smoking sign at a children's hospital. Over the years, I've become a lot more radicalized against smoking. Look, people that do smoke, or even vape, they know the dangers. They are very well aware it's shoved down their throats all the time. And they don't like it being shoved down their throats all the time. You know what we don't like? Having to smell your cigarette smoke. Or, God forbid, children having to smell your cigarette smoke. I get it. It's your little protest. Wow. Absolutely evil. No, it really is. At this point, I don't know, I really am trying to play devil's advocate, but there's no way you, as someone who has to follow the rules of smoking, which have changed a lot over the last 20, 30 years, sure, they have, but it's been 20 to 30 years, you know what the rules are, you can read, the sign is right there, there's even a big black, red, and white picture for you, just in case you're dumb as shit, it's right there, literally. Clorox forgot to cut the wipes. Oh, wait, so you got some giant super Clorox wipe? Oh my god, you did. You know what this means? Unfortunately, it doesn't mean anything great, but you do have the power to destroy at least as many germs exist in your local neighborhood. You have a single Clorox wipe that could cover New Jersey. So that's kind of cool. At the very, very least, you could wipe away some infection somewhere and save that community, right? Apparently, piercings are the 4th most popular Wikipedia article today. So, there's a photo of an erect on my home screen I can't get rid of without screwing up my widgets. What the Man, you use widgets? I'm kidding. Hold on. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Wait, so you have a widget that's just the top 4, not even top 5 or 10, the top 4 Wikipedia articles? I didn't know you could do that. That's interesting. I'm sorry, what kind of stands out to me, what I think is funny is that it's just the top 4, not like 5 or something, like rounding it out there. I know 5's not an even number, and it's obviously limited to the size of the widget itself. But I wonder, what the hell happened with that? Why did that happen? What was going on this date where that many people were searching for that specific piercing? I mean, I'm recording this as of June 1st, the beginning of Pride Month, but I don't think it has anything to do with that. What was going on this day? Ignore it just like the 327 unread messages. Are they really unread messages, though? Because here's where I will play devil's advocate, because I absolutely am the type of guy to clear my messages out. If I see that little dot with a number, I will clear that motherfucker off. That's, I respond all the time. I make sure to read my emails, so on and so forth, and no one talks to me. So that also makes it easier. But I've also seen plenty of times where that little number exists when I don't have anything, because iOS is trash. It is complete garbage and barely functions. I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't work right. Apartment complex built new units. Won't provide a second dumpster. At what point? Okay, I guess not at what point. What can you do? Because I feel like there's some sort of violation happening here. Because, again, littering is against the law, right? And no one here is littering on purpose, but there is trash all over the ground. You'd think that whoever comes by to empty the dumpster would be like, all right, if you don't add 1 or 2 more dumpsters, we're going to stop picking up. Because these guys, their job is not to clean up trash from the ground, scattered all around in ripped up bags because there's not enough room. Their job is to bring the truck, dump that thing in the truck, and leave. They fire 10% of their workforce to switch to AI and then raise the price. The audacity. Instant cancel. Oh God, what company are we talking about? Is this like, no, I want to be surprised. Oh, it was Duolingo. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, you said they fired 10% of their entire workforce so they could switch to AI teachers. I believe that the CEO or some high-ranking exec, whatever, also mentioned that AI is going to continue to outpace us in teaching, blah, 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 and work way better as time goes on. Bullshit. Anytime an executive speaks, that's all that's coming out. But it is crazy that we get to save so much money by firing workers and having a stupid server farm somewhere in the Mojave Desert do all the work for them. It's super cheap, right? Or in some cases, even free for them. Probably not, but it is cheaper. Meanwhile, while it gets cheaper, they get more money, we have to give them more money. None of the quote-unquote savings from AI anything will make it back to you and I. It's never going to make it back to you and I. Trickle down has been some sort of excuse for God knows how long, like 40, almost 50 years now. It's never, ever going to. The file size restriction is unrealistic. Most photos are over 1 megabyte. There's no way a 60-second clip would ever be under 1 megabyte. Is this... Now I'm trying to think about what this complaint could be about. Like the software, the program, whatever it is they're using. What? 2025 Cat Video Festival submission. So it's not even like, man, come on. The St. Paul Saints, okay, and Twin Cities Film Fest are teaming up for the Cat Video Festival. Woohoo! No, all videos must be less than 60 seconds and 1 megabyte in size. I'm sorry. 20 years ago, a phone video wouldn't even have been less than a megabyte at nearly 60 seconds. No joke. And those were 0.3 pixel camera sensors with compression that basically it gave you 4 pixels of video in motion, right? I had flip phones with video cameras, as a lot of us did. And no, even then, those file sizes weren't that small. It must have been, they f***ed up, right? They must have screwed up and like, instead of saying 1 gigabyte, they said 1 megabyte. Because 1 gigabyte it's a lot when you consider this, but that makes a little more sense in regards to video, I would say. Because a lot of video will come out to be between, especially in clip form at that length, like anywhere from 300 to 700 megabytes. I mean, I know that if I record a 60-second clip on my iPhone, it'll be a few hundred megabytes minimum, right? And not any of us are going to go out of our way to start compressing stuff to join a cat video festival. Note I found in the fridge at work. Oh, did they eat your food? I'd like to play a game. Find the pubic hair. All right, look, every office has a clown, maybe multiple, right? Just like every class has one. It's only natural, and we all understand it. However, you have to understand that in the professional world, the boundaries are stricter than even in school. Genuinely, they are stricter. I wouldn't be very happy to read that note. I'm almost certain you're just kidding. Of course, you didn't actually plant a pubic hair in someone's goddamn food at work, but like if you actually did hide a pubic hair in someone's food, would that not be tantamount to some form of sexual assault? Like, I know that sounds really dramatic, but would that not be? You know, at the very least, a serious form of, I can't even think of the word, all right? It's not battery, we know that. You're not being battered, but like, what in the world? That's just gross. It's gross, and I'm not normally the guy to go, wow, that's mega inappropriate, but it is, dude. Kidding or not the right joke. Rip out a pube and tape it onto the note. Oh, well, hairstylist canceled on me for my appointment the day before my birthday. Told me to come at 11:45 p.m. tonight. It's 1 a.m. and I'm still waiting. What the hell? 11:45 p.m. That's like the sort of thing that I would be okay with that, but I'm in a different situation. That's crazy. And you're still waiting? You're actually there. Oh my God, 1 a.m. Dude, this would be my last appointment with them. Like, that's just it, man. That's crazy, dude. All right, sorry, I have to cancel. Can you do like 11:45 p.m. tonight? I know it's crazy. And then you show up over an hour later? Multi-billion-dollar company. Can't do a proper icon. Well, to be fair, most of them don't seem like they've been able to for a long time now. Oh, it was Netflix. Woo! Yeah, look at that little sliver right there. Just look at that. Look at that. Ooh, hey, you use that same app? Well, what is that? I don't even remember what it's called. You use, what the hell is it called? Synology Photos? Yeah. Slowly but surely, we will all sing the praises of building a cheap NAS at home and getting rid of all your cloud-based subscriptions. Or as many as you can possibly do. I mean, it's so much nicer just having them. No one gets to touch them but you, and you can still access them from wherever you want. But yeah, it's pretty embarrassing on Netflix's part. That's just super lame, actually. Neighbors moved out and left their junk on the lawn, assuming the city would just pick it up. It's been over a month. Oh, they weren't assuming that at all. No, I'm telling you right now. Yeah, they weren't assuming anyone would pick it up. They just don't give a They see the world around them as theirs, where they get to drop wherever they want, and that's okay. At least in their eyes it is. I see other than, you know what? No, this is the other form. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with, like, when we were talking about cigarettes and how you could litter, and that's socially accepted. The only other form of socially accepted littering is when people put their out on the curb or their lawn and think that someone's going to clean it up for them. Like, on occasion, it's completely fine. Like, if I put a desk out front, put a sign that says free on it, I'll leave it out there for a couple of days, and I'll probably wake up to someone having taken the desk. Cool, no problem. They took it because they wanted it or needed it. That part's fine. But when you put out a bunch of furniture and it's covered in water and all of this stuff now, or a mattress box spring, which don't ever take those, they're infested now. And look at this one. That's a massaging chair too. Like, they knew damn well no one was going to take any of these. They just went, we can't fit them, just leave them here. We can do what we want. Had a bad rainstorm come through. Came home from dinner to find a leak in my roof directly over the rarest / most valuable item I own. No, dude. That's genuinely beyond upsetting. Because of course. That's all you can really say in moments like this is, of course. Just my goddamn luck. Or lack thereof, I guess. Hopefully it wasn't, like, damaged beyond repair. All of our lottery numbers should have been one digit lower. Let's see, 15, 16, 27, 30, 38, 07. And you would have won planet Earth if you had 14, 15, 26, 29, 37, and 8. That's... I feel like I've seen this happen so many times now that I feel like it's not even uncommon. Is it super uncommon for you to be one number off the whole way through? this happens a lot, right? Okay, it doesn't actually. I'm saying that because all of my anecdotal evidence is from like TV shows where they do the same bit. So I'm not actually insinuating that this does happen very often. It's been skewed. Someone bumped into this guy who was holding like 15 milkshakes. What kind of elementary school math problem title is that? Oh my God. No. Look, I'm not gonna lie. If that happened to me, I'd be freaking furious. Whether I was the one who bumped into them or they bumped into me while I was carrying the milkshakes, because neither of them made it out unscathed, for sure. God, I'd be so mad, but in this case, the visual is so funny. It's hilarious. Why was he carrying so many milkshakes? If you're bringing them to work or something, which I would assume is what's going on, because this looks like what? New York or something, I don't know. I'm not gonna look that deep into it. It makes sense that they'd be bringing like iced coffees or milkshakes or whatever to work, I guess, but why would you have one guy do that? You should have like 5 go pick up that many. Maybe more. Moving and caught my husband packing like this. Uh-oh, fellas, are we about to have a mirror held up to ourselves? What the hell? God, no. Thank goodness there's no mirror held up to me right now. That is crazy. Like, I don't think there's a whole lot of danger here, but it feels weird, right? Maybe there is a lot of danger and I just don't know. I've never packed like this because my mindset is, liquid plumber and bleach and soaps and hardcore chemicals go all in their own boxes and bins. Food has also always gone in its own boxes and bins. I'm not putting a bag of chips in a moving box. That's just gonna go in a bag or something. I'll take it, or I'll eat it while I am packing. It's my packing snack. My pack snack. My snack pack? No, not how that works. But this is not a cool combo, and it's also kind of inefficiently done so far. I mean, I don't want to say that he was done, but this is really weird. Come on, dude. This person parked their car in the middle of the driveway. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna park their tires flat 3 blocks away in the middle of the driveway. Like, of course, I'm not actually saying, let's slash their tires, because now, cool, it's just gonna be that much harder to move them. But in cases like this, can we, get, rollers or something so we can just shove this piece of shit out of the way? Or is it possible to get him towed out of the way from here? Can you do it? If this dude wakes up hours before everyone else, that's one thing, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that's not what happens at all, So let's just get a tow truck down here. I'm sure we could figure it out. Got a bag of pee delivered with my Kroger groceries. What? I don't have any other question immediately other than what? Please tell me that you talked to somebody and, just like someone. Because at least the delivery driver, because what the hell? I can't fathom any possibilities, guys. I can't think of a single normal-ish explanation. I can't. I'm coming up dry right now. This is crazy. God, I need some water. What the I'm gonna be thinking about this one the rest of my life. Our plane's been stuck on the runway we stopped at due to storms. We've been sitting here for 3+ hours with no sign of getting in the air anytime soon. I have an exam tomorrow. Oh, yep, okay, well, yep, that is the picture of the inside of a plane. That really adds to it. I thought you were gonna show us the storms outside the window or something like that. But no, the inside of the plane looks cool too. It does. I don't mean to be like I'm clowning on this person. I don't know what their circumstances are, but if there's crazy storms going on and they think they might still be able to get you out of here now, that's probably why they're waiting. But past a certain point, I just want to get off that damn plane, because when they're in motion, they're like, no, nobody gets to piss. No, against the rules, you can pee your pants. That's the only thing that really bugs me about having to sit there not doing anything, is knowing that I'm gonna have to pee in 4 seconds and they're not gonna let me. Absolutely useless pull tab. Aren't they all useless though? It's not just this one, it's every single product manufactured with a little pull tab seal. They are pointless, they do not work, and even if they do, it will rip into 15 different parts, as we all know. We've all had that experience of whether we're opening a can of Pringles or a TV dinner like this, it doesn't work. It's super annoying. Closed road. Should be a 10-minute drive. Oh my God, I thought this was just a loop. That's crazy. This was their best alternative? How long was the road gonna be closed? Look, I know if they had no choice, they had no choice. If something has to be worked on, I totally understand. But do you think they sat in a room planning this going, holy shit, how fast can we move? Because that is an entire hour and a half drive. That's how long it takes me to get from my home to the airport. An hour and a half is insane. That's just one way. This is crazy. If I had to drive that far out of my way to go like a few miles, I'll walk. I'll just walk. I let my son's teacher borrow the penguin sculpture I made, and she left it in a windowsill for 6 months. Oh no. Okay, so it's sun-bleached and destroyed color-wise, right? Oh, that's way worse than I thought it was going to be. Did she seriously not once look at it and go, maybe I should move it. It's taking heavy damage. That's just, come on, dude. I understand stuff gets forgotten about. For sure. But this was in a windowsill. If it's a sun-facing windowsill, don't put items like that there. The sun will destroy them. Direct sunlight is super hardcore bad for just about everything past, 5 seconds, all right? That's why us white people have to cover ourselves in sunscreen when we go out, because we will actually straight up just fall down dead one day if we don't. Oh, man, that makes me so upset seeing the before. It was so cute, and now it looks like an evil raisin. The serving size of cooking spray so it can be 0 calories. That is actually crazy. 1/4 second of a spray. How many calories are actually in this thing, though? All right, I was curious, so I decided to do some math here. Some very basic math using my good old friend, Mr. Calculator. So it looks like an actual calorie count for 1 serving size of Pam's original cooking spray, which looks like what we're looking at here, is 2 calories for 1/3 second, so not a 1/4 second anymore, but it's 1/3 second, roughly speaking, 2 calories. At 564 servings, we're looking at about 1,100 calories in this can of cooking spray, give or take, right? I made a video over on my personal channel, Robin Nelson, like a year and a half ago at this point, making fun of serving sizes. I tried to make dishes exclusively going by the serving sizes, and I gotta say, what the I do believe the law in the United States is still, if your serving size is under 5 calories, you can legally call it 0, which is why it says 0 instead of 2. But I would personally just kind of like companies to stop doing that. I don't think anyone's gonna give a rat's ass if it says 2 calories per serving versus 0, so just put that there, please. These videos and their thumbnails. Oh, dude, you're telling me. Hold on, who did these? I've seen these thumbnails before. I feel like I know who this is. I might even have spoken to them at some point before. I just don't. The most controversial rises in YouTube history. Good God. You do have to admit, Pexto, I guess. Never mind, I've never heard of that channel before. You do have to admit, though, that these thumbnails are actually fantastic. Like, when you think of a thumbnail that is meant to grab you and pull you in, as well as the titles that are crazy. How a comeback determines a reputation, These are brilliant. The thumbnails are very clearly made. They're super clear. They pop, they drag your eyes to them, and the titles do too. It's unfortunate that these days it's all about psychology, but it really is. YouTube has forced us to do that, right? So these thumbnails are perfect. Those titles are perfect. They are doing some seriously heavy lifting. As baity as they may be, they're great, and I really don't like that they are. Value 20 pack. Oh, wait, okay, hold on. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. One of them is 2 stuck together. Yeah, still not right. The vending machine at work keeps dispensing Big Red when I try to get water. Big Red? Of all the random ass sodas to get. Look, I will say Big Red probably hydrates you just as safe as Dasani, unless it's got, Red 40 in there, and it's probably not super great. I don't know. It's Big Red. Why wouldn't they use some stupid dye in there? But hey, probably better than Dasani, man. Okay, we clown on Dasani. It is still a water that will hydrate you. Like, you're not going to die if you exclusively drink Dasani, right? It's not going to kill you. It's not like you're drinking seawater. It's just like the lowest tier bottled water. This error message from a vending machine that ate my quarters. Please enjoy a coin jam. Yay! I'm sure as hell going to enjoy that. I'm about to head in for a job interview, and I just looked down. No! Cross your legs, it'll be fine. Damn, that sucks, man. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, hey, honestly, at least you are interviewing for a job where you can wear jeans. My cousin and I went to take a picture in a store's koi pond. Here's the picture she took, and next to it, what happened when it was my turn. Cool! Nice photograph. That's very, very neat. Oh no. Oh no, did the thing collapse? Did you fall in? Did one of the fish jump up and try to smack you in the face? Oh, I'm bristling with anticipation. Okay, oh my god! What the hell? Whoa, no! Oh, damn. Okay. I'm so sorry for you. I really am. That is a actual bummer, but what a funny occurrence. I'm sorry. You hate it right now, but this is the sort of thing that you will look back on with so much humor in the future, and you're actually going to love this moment. I promise you. Yes, that sneaker falling and making foam in the water is me. I met Ariana Grande at Disneyland in 2018. Got a picture, but forgot to turn the flash on. This is the picture already brightened. I mean, no, that's good enough. I don't know what phone you were using. In 2018, you could take pretty decent night pictures with just about any phone you could think of. I mean, they weren't going to look great, but they'd look better than this. And I'm not even talking about just the incredibly expensive flagship phones. A lot of phones could do pretty good. This looks like you were still rocking an S4 or something like that from 10, 11, 12, or whatever years ago it was now. Damn, I am so sorry, but at least you can kind of tell. You can kind of make out the both of you. You're a little scary, though. I don't know what the hell happened to the camera's sensor when it was getting you in there, but you ended up coming out pretty freaky. I think overall, you're still fine. It's still okay, not the end of the world, just not the best this picture can possibly be, you know? Two women in the bus were loudly discussing why my arms looked like this. Neither were right. Loudly discussing on a full bus if it's self-harm or eczema scars. Also made a comment about how I need to wear long sleeves and I shouldn't be painting my nails because it just draws more attention. Okay. So let me put those pieces together very briefly here. Two random women were making comments about your butt. Were they talking to you? Or were you just able to hear them speaking? Something has got to change. In many, many ways, things have to change in general. You should not feel comfortable or okay with making comments about other people. Whether you think they can hear you or not, you need to mind your own motherfucking business and not say things like, shouldn't paint your nails, it'll only draw more attention. Go get hit by the same bus, asshat. What are you doing? This elementary school class award my friend's poor kiddo got. Fix your face. Presented to, whatever, for their ability to show how they really feel with their facial expressions. Okay. Fix your face. So were they just like, was your kid just looking grumpy? I'm super confused. Any teachers out here in the audience want to explain to me how something like this would be appropriate to give to a child? Especially knowing that that child is going to take it home to mom or dad, and mom or dad, while the kid may not, like, care, because they might be young enough to be like, I got a piece of paper, I don't know what it is, I don't get it, check this out, mom. Maybe they don't give a shit, whatever. But mom or dad may not be very appreciative of this sort of thing, and whether or not they're justified, do you really want to deal with a pissy mom or dad for something you sent home regarding their child's face? Do you really want to do that? I don't know. Someone has ripped my missing cat poster 3 times in a week. My beloved cat went missing a few days ago, and I tape a poster in my own house wall with his picture and my info, and a random person keeps ripping it away. It's incredibly disrespectful. Again, so many things come down to the sheer audacity that people seem to have about the world around them. So many things can boil down to that phrase, the sheer audacity that so many people seem to have about everything. And that includes me. You know, none of us are free of that sin. You know, every now and then, all of us, no matter where our hearts lie, no matter how much they're in the right place, will do something that will cause somebody else to go, what made you think you get to do that? I'd just keep putting it up. I'd spend some money. I'd print like 1,000 sheets, and I'd keep this little game going. See how long Dip wants to keep playing. I don't care. I'll keep doing it. Husband butchered the cheesecake. Oh, no. Okay. Look, I say it a lot. If there's one thing that... Nah, but if you with cheesecake, if you mess with cheesecake, okay, that is when I'm gonna see red. All right? It has to be cut properly, and by that, I mean not cut at all, because I'm gonna eat the whole thing to myself. It is for me. All right? So what did your husband do that could possibly cause me to lose my mind? Made what cheesecake for the first time? Baked it, kept it in the fridge for chilling. I went out for a couple hours. By the time I came back, he had eaten a piece of it. When asked, he said, "Why is everything an issue with you? And why I made him wait for so long?" Let's see what he did, though. Did he really have a piece, or did he destroy it and we have to kill your husband in the town square? We might have to kill your husband in the town square. Look, it's not as egregious as I was expecting, okay? What does he mean, though? I'm curious by him going, "Why do I have to wait so long?" Dog, it's a cheesecake. It's not necessarily done yet. You were not given the green light, dumbass. What do you mean? Look, it's never, for me, it's never actually about someone eating this or eating that or, not waiting long enough or whatever. It's just always going to come back to the audacity. And then the audacity continues further, right? In the questioning you like he didn't do, like it's your fault that he ate this without, again, being given said green light, excuse me. So like, I don't know, man, I don't know. I think we might have to draw and quarter your husband here. Someone stole my brother and sister's headstones for the copper. What the Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. Alrighty then. I still think the husband who ate the cheesecake might be one ahead of these guys. Grave robbers, technically speaking. I want to know what they looked like. You said they stole them for the copper. Were they just like plaques on the ground? Or were they... I mean, it wouldn't make any sense if it was a full, traditional-looking, stereotypical headstone that was made of solid copper. That would be fucking crazy. Obviously, that's not what it was. I imagine they were just plaques. Are these in like a public graveyard or something like that? Or was this on your property? Like someone came wandering around and went, there we go, the big score. Copper. I do want to look into that. Let's see. How much is copper per ounce? Let's see. Copper per pound is like $5. Is that right? Hell, a ton of copper is less than 10 grand. Man, are there people out there just... do they need to use it for some kind of special experiment or what? That doesn't seem even remotely worth the effort on their part. That's insane. God damn it. Ordered desserts to surprise my sister on her birthday, and this is how they're delivered at 11:58 p.m. Well, that's cool. Just from looking at this container and what types of desserts were inside, you know damn well this was like a $50 box of stuff, too. This is some exorbitant shit. This is some fancy shit right here. Also, I guess they broke a world record. Good for Harleys, but you could tell this crap was not cheap at all. My dad broke my car door handle and didn't tell me. Like broke it, like ripped it off of the damn car, broke it. I thought like, I don't know, maybe he smacked it with something, or when he went to go and open the door, it broke in half or cracked or something. It looks like he specifically meant to tear it off of the door. Now, I'm not going to actually assume that he did it on purpose. That would be weird. Maybe it just broke off when he got out of the car. Oops, that sucks. But why not mention it? Why just not say anything, right? It's not really the act and what was done that is the problem. What is the problem is ignoring it, or potentially hiding it, or maybe he did just forget, but I do doubt that. I really, really doubt that you would forget ripping a fucking door handle off of a car anytime soon. So it does beg the question, what the hell's going on, Daddy-O? Airport security refused to hand search my film camera whilst laughing and insulting me. I went traveling in Asia for 9 months, and every airport security I have asked them to hand search my cameras, I don't want the film. Oh, so it wasn't TSA. Huh. That's cool. I mean, that's super awesome. I know I can already see the comments in my head on this post. I can see at least half of them are going, well, I mean, if you got a smartphone, why don't you just take photos on your smartphone, dumbass? Film is stupid and worse. And that's your own fault. I can see a ton of people doing that right off of the bat. Okay? I've got a stupid expensive flagship phone like a lot of us do. I'll take pictures and video on there, but I also have my own separate video camera that I'd prefer to use over my phone. I do have a film camera and I have had to ask security at airports to please scan it separately so as not to destroy my belongings. It just kind of sucks, like, I don't get film. Therefore, you're stupid, and you shouldn't care either. Oh no, you have to spend 4 seconds looking at the disposable camera. Oh no, I gotta do my job. Ah! My internet is out. This should be illegal. Oh boy, I'm gonna get real sad, aren't I? It's a single-player game with no multiplayer. Oh, you are actually joking. Kingdom Come Deliverance? Seriously? I heard fucking seriously awesome shit about this fucking game. Can't use this content. Your licenses are being verified. See, this is a downside of what is inherently a great system. The digital distribution of games has allowed for so many developers, whether they're AAA or a single dude in a basement, to get in front of an audience of hundreds of millions of people, right? It's amazing, and I fully support it. So, particularly with Steam, right? Fantastic. This should be illegal. This is not okay, regardless. Obviously, you know, you've heard me rant and ramble about physical media all the time, but even if you do purchase it digitally, you should get a license in perpetuity till the end of the universe. That is actual, like, legally shit, by the way, till the end of f***ing time is used in contracts. It's insanely annoying to me, and I'd get pissy. I'd send some emails, man. I'm sorry, I'd go full Karen mode if my AAA fucking game or whatever it is has this occur. If I am told, no, you can't play your digital game because we can't watchdog you, I'm gonna get you, brother. I'm gonna get you, because look at my 500 games on Steam. Not a single one of them will ever do this if I don't have internet connectivity. Sure, if they're not installed, duh, can't play it, don't have it installed. But everything that is installed, that's single player, yeah, never seen this before, ever, on something that I purchased through Steam. Like, dude, embarrassing where gaming continues to go. Every week, the garbage truck drains its juices in front of my house. There's not even a gutter or side ditch for it to wash into. It just sits there, staining the asphalt and looking gross. Also, the trash crumbs that get left here are pretty gross too. Delicious. So, I do wonder though, is it just because garbage trucks leak goo like this all the time, or are they stopping and specifically doing it here? Is something wrong with this fucking truck? I know that they can't be perfect all the time and they're used a lot, but there's nothing to be done about that. Really? Nothing? This heater killed my whole fish tank. What? They didn't deserve it. Luckily, it didn't burn the house down, so I'm happy for that. I will take a long pause from keeping fish because I'm a little sad now, and I don't trust technology so much. Dude, I think we're all there with you to a certain degree, okay? Doesn't matter what it is, it's hard to trust technology anymore. The last 20, 25 years has seen it become, well, a lot more evil than any of us actually thought it was going to, I'm sure. Did it? Oh my God, oh, I see. Oh, I wasn't even looking on the right spot. Jesus. Boss didn't believe me when I said I'm allergic to latex and cannot use the new gloves he bought. Isn't that just kind of crazy? That, hey, I'm allergic to something. No. Like, yeah, dude, what do you mean? How can you just not believe somebody? Hey, so if I get stung by a wasp, I'll die. Prove it. What are you talking about? No, I'm gonna bring bees into the office, dog. Let's figure this out, you fucking liar. Like, what do you mean? I'm sorry. That's one of those things that also drives me nuts. Broke both legs in 2 unrelated bike accidents within a year. Oof. Damn, that is, maybe you should take a break, okay? We don't need to know all the context. It could have been, like, Obviously not your fault. I'm sure you were following the rules of the road perfectly fine. Maybe you hit a giant pothole or 4, but might be time you just take a little bit of a break, you know? At least it doesn't look like you broke your femur or something like that. Because damn, that would be way worse. Hell, it would probably still be completely healing by the time you broke the other one. I have heard horror stories about broken bones, but when it comes to that sucker, ooh, I've heard the worst possible about that. I slightly fumbled a sale on a marketplace site 18 years ago, and now I will forever have to be one good review away from 100% positive. Oh man, could not be me. And the reason I say could not be me is only because of eBay. My eBay is squeaky, okay? My Facebook Marketplace, however, it's like a 70%. And honestly, those people that complained are totally fair. It's mainly communication. I'm just slow to get back. You know what I mean? I'm a lazy douche when it comes to marketplace responses, because I'll be honest, most people on marketplace make me supremely fucking uncomfortable, and I don't know how to respond to you goddamn people, okay? It's really weird, the way people speak to each other, specifically when it comes to a marketplace listing. But oh no, eBay, I'm God. Don't drive distracted. Here's a 20-inch monitor instead. It's also fun how you can't do anything by feel. Want to change the temperature? You have to look at the screen and navigate to the climate menu. Want to change the music? Same screen. Now you have to navigate to the audio controls menu. Yeah, it is inherently dangerous and stupid, and I don't know why it was ever okay to do. It's illegal in Colorado. If they catch you holding your phone, or even fiddling with it while it's hanging on your windshield, they can give you a ticket. Mainly, it's if they catch you holding it, right? But I would argue that holding your phone and navigating through that piece of shit is technically safer than having to reach over to your right and navigate the 20-inch iPad to get through 12 menus. Because at least one, you can freehold anywhere in your peripheral vision while you use some semblance of muscle memory because you know you use that phone too much. Right? Not with the car, though. Bring back buttons, damn it. Just come on! The new electric standard. Shut the fuck up, BMW. No, it is not. Airbnb pool listing versus reality. God, I love that Airbnbs just actually blow ass and are 3 times as expensive as giant hotels now. But that is so lame. That's not even clean, dude. I would genuinely want some semblance of my money back. Like, if I booked it for a pool, and the pool is dirty and disgusting and full of algae, you better come out here and clean it so that I can use the damn pool that's part of the price of this whole Airbnb. I remember back in the day, you would never see the holes. Really? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. I do remember that you would. Not in every single one, mind you, but I do remember seeing the perforations quite a bit. Maybe I'm just Mandela affecting myself or something. When you try to pour something and it just does this, dude, it's great because sure, that's not something I would want to pour something out of, but that happens even if it has a spout. That happens with everything. Why? It's 2025 and we haven't perfected pouring technology. You'd think Starbucks would know Phoenix gets hot. You know, you would think, but they don't care. They want to save $1. After pre-ordering the Switch 2 in April and assuring me by phone yesterday that it was good to go, Walmart canceled my order. After all the Pringles and Coke, you're not hearing much about these people. Everyone's saying, Walmart's amazing, they did so good, and then this. I wonder how many people got this. This is how I have to refill my prescription every month. Each tablet is individually wrapped, and there's 105 total. Good actual Lord. I'd have to ask the pharmacist, like, hey, yo, dog, can we not? Like, I know it probably ships to you this way, but can we not? When you go to lunch and the marketing department erases your whiteboard for this? What? What? So wait, your marketing department is a group of jerks and they're stupid? I'm confused. Maintenance came into my apartment while I was at work and left the key in my door all day. Oh, dude, we'd be having a serious conversation. My boyfriend's landlord recently did something just as smart. His basement flooded, so they drilled through his lock and replaced it, kindly locking the new key inside for him on a Friday afternoon. What is it with landlords being genuinely stupid? Man, I hate wankers that do this to free USB outlets. Wanker! Sorry, that's just a fun word. word. I think Americans need to start using it. Dude, what a douchebag. If I ever caught somebody doing that, I'm not doing anything because I'm not. What am I going to do? I'm a giant twig, okay? What am I going to beat the shit out of them? No. But, I will tattle on you and you'll get in trouble. This house keeps their basketball hoop in the middle of the sidewalk. In the middle of the sidewalk? Like it blocks the entire sidewalk? Like those stupid basketball hoops that you fill with water or sand or whatever to keep them weighed down, right? I'm assuming that's what you mean. It wouldn't make any sense if they actually planted one down in the middle of the sidewalk and buried it 6 feet deep or whatever, like a permanent in-place basketball hoop. I wouldn't believe that. Oh, what? Okay, that's not what I expected in any world, at all. Because, you wouldn't play this direction, right? I'm not gonna play a basketball game down the sidewalk. That doesn't make any sense. You've got no room. I thought it was facing the street still, but could be sitting on the side. You know what I mean? You guys get it. This is weird. Why would they keep it like this, even for quote-unquote storing? Nah, dog, I'm gonna knock that thing over. The entitlement here is crazy. You don't own the sidewalk in front of your house. That's not yours. Your land ends where the sidewalk begins, brother. It's not your sidewalk. If that were the case, you would be required to maintain the sidewalk. It would be your own thing, right? You would have to do that. But no, it's not. Blocking the entire sidewalk regardless is BS. It's embarrassing. You should feel embarrassed. And I hope people knock this thing over when they walk by, because that's bullshit. Second beer got served. Same price, different size. Was it actually a different size, or is it just the glasses are giving you that illusion of one having more liquid? Oh, no. I could see that. I could definitely see. It's not that much smaller, but still. I thought it was going to be they brought you a shorter but wider glass, and it has that sort of illusion. You think that the taller glass has more, but it's actually skinnier, so it's holding the same amount or whatever. That happens all the time. I would probably ask, look, if I'm paying $8, $9 for a freaking beer at a restaurant, it's probably that price or more expensive. You know damn well you are not going to give me 2 ounces less of that beer. I'm sorry. I know at this point it might seem a little bit nitpicky, but if I paid for something, I'm going to get that thing, right? I'm not going to pay the same price for an immediate downgrade in size. The reason I asked for another one is because I was expecting the exact same thing to come my way and continue to make me tipsy. That's the whole idea here. So 1 ounce, 2 ounce, I don't care. You can bring this one back, or you can bring me one of those little flight glasses to make up for the difference here. Okay? Please don't do this. This is so weird. My son-in-law cut a piece of brownie for himself. We're debating if he stays in the will. I'm assuming, here's my guess, that he cut it from the center of the tray like an actual psychopath, or like a jerk, right? One or the other. Usually psychopath and jerk go hand in hand, but that's my guess. He cut it right from the middle, and you're gonna have to kill him. Kinda, yeah. I don't know why though. Okay, let me think about this for just a second. Aren't the edge pieces of the brownie the best part? Maybe that was just something I liked. Maybe. But I was always wanting to get a piece around the edge. I don't know why. Maybe it was just easier to hold or something to me, but I liked it more than the giant center area in general. Man, he cut himself a piece that's a sizable chunk as well. Not only did he cut it out of it's not even the center. It's so uneven. It's so balanced heavily over to the left side of the tray. This is crazy. You know what? I don't know how the debate is going, or maybe how it ended, because it's probably been quite some time since you guys debated what you were going to do about it. I would not remove him from the will at this point, but I would let him know that it is going to be a lesser inheritance of any kind. Instead of the standard $5 million that I'm sure he was going to get, I'd probably give him a mule, I mean, that means you do have to get a mule before you die, but I feel like that's fine. It's still something, it's just lesser than, and you can cite this as the reason. In 20, 30, 40 years, when you go and he's sitting there waiting, he can remember this moment and realize that actions have consequences. And sometimes those consequences are crazy, okay? Because your actions were, quite frankly, crazy, my man. 1, maybe 2 slices swapped in from a different cheesecake Wait, so are we about to see, like, the Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy pizza, but in cheesecake form? Is that what we're talking about here? Because if so, ew. I mean, clearly it's not a conspiracy cheesecake, but it looks like maybe it happened that way. Yeah, what would we call it? Marbling? Is it marbling? I don't even know. There's clearly some pieces at odds here with the rest of the design, like they grabbed a couple and shoved them in there because maybe someone stole a couple pieces when they were making it at the grocery store or wherever this was actually produced. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. When it comes to cheesecake, I just don't care. Give me the pieces. Look, you don't want the pieces that don't match? Fine. Oh no, I'll eat the 2 pieces of cheesecake. Oh, woe is me, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take it, you know? Disgusting. Give me. Now I want cheesecake, and I hate you. Definitely just one other cake. This slice was just slid over. Oh, okay, so it wasn't 2. All right, thank you very much, Reddit sleuth Jake6192. I honestly wouldn't even have cared to check. Oh man, well now I actually am disappointed. Now I don't get the 2 pieces, I just get the 1. You're just gonna give me the 1 piece. You know what? Wait, 1 piece? Yo! Homie asked me to help him unload a truck. I said I would. Then this. Unload a truck. Was it like a 26-foot moving truck or something like that, and you had to spend 12 hours helping him move? Okay, then I'll just come over at like 4:30. Let me know if that works. I'll let you know, thanks. I'm off in about 10 minutes. What's the plan? We're done. Good timing. I texted you 3 hours ago, and you said you'd let me know, Chuck Norris. I don't know what that means. What? I thought it was going to be an obnoxious situation where you show up and it's way more work than you thought it was going to be. That's what I assumed was going on. What does that mean? I mean, I guess at the very least now you don't have to do anything, so it could be more annoying. I mean, it is annoying no matter what. Like, I get it. I'd be super annoyed too. But at the very what does that mean? Is there any more to this conversation, or does he just leave it at Chuck Norris? We're done. Good timing. Why did you need my help, you piece of crap? What does Chuck Norris have to do with any of this? Drop the cookies I was making for my girlfriend's birthday right when I finished making them. All right, well, that is beyond heartbreaking. Hopefully, she took it well. I would not have taken it well. All right, I'm sure in this scenario, for her, it's the thought that counts, but that is upsetting. I would be pretty sad. Man, I don't know what it is, but moments like this are the most heartbreaking, gut-wrenching, goddamn moments in your life. These are the straws that consistently break the camel's back. There's something about dropping food or dropping a little treat, a little dopamine for you it genuinely ruins your fucking day, week, and it becomes a traumatic moment that you remember for the rest of your life. I have at least 2 from childhood where something like that happened, and they, to this day, still feel like the single lowest, worst points in my entire life. And it's weird. Like, why? Why? Oh, yep. See, okay, thank you. I forgot about this bit. I forgot about this. Like, whenever people think of The Office, they think of the parts of the show that they hate and they can't watch. Most people think of Scott's Tots. Like, yeah, it's an awkward, awful episode that shows that Michael, through his vanity, wants to be a good guy so that other people see him as a good guy. He doesn't want to be a good guy because he wants to be a good guy. Kevin here is a little different. He's not, none of the Office characters are good people, okay? They're all jerks in their own way, because we're all jerks in our own way. But this was probably the part of the show that I skip every time. I can't. I'm sorry. Kevin was just trying to be cool. He made a ton of food for everybody. And dude, my heart breaks. This would be a trauma. If this were me, if I were Kevin in this scenario, it'd be years of trauma in my brain, man. Oh, it would be so upsetting. That and cleaning it up, oh my god, what a nightmare. There's a death pit in my pantry that I'm not allowed to close because my landlord has a fan down there to dry some water on the ground. Wait, a death pit that you can't safely close off. Is it perpetually down there? Like, is it 24/7 for years, or is this a new thing? Like, he went down there, saw standing water, and went, I don't know what to do, I guess I'll put up a box fan from Walmart? That truly is a death pit. So, I don't like that this is in the pantry, that there is a hole in the ground with standing water right beneath your food storage. Now, sure, it's probably fine. I just don't like it, okay? I don't like grody water, grody, musty, nasty water from within the earth, anywhere near the stuff I'm supposed to eat, all right? And it looks like you got a couple things that are just open there, like that Bisquick. Sure, there's a bag in there that you probably like crunched up and folded over or whatever. It's just not the same, man. It's not the same, okay? Can we actually see down there? Can you get us closer? Oh my God, that's the way to get down. Ew, wait, yucky. Is that just a standard like concrete or rock wall, or is there something growing on that wall? Please tell me you've got a picture of his solution to get the water out of there. A fan just quite simply is not going to cut it. Yeesh, this looks awful. And what do you mean you can't at least rest the damn, I'll call it the trap door. You can't even at least rest that closed? Like, I know there's a cable in the way, but the fan's not being helped by this being open. That's not helping anything at all. So I don't know, maybe he just wants some control over the situation because he thinks he's smart. I don't know. This is weird. I don't like this at all. I hate the creepy crawly areas of houses. They make me uncomfortable. The electro-ejaculator system we ordered in 2013 was finally delivered to our office today. Wait. Hang on, just give me one quick moment here. The what system you ordered? Is this for like animal stuff? Like you guys have horses or cows or something that you need to, or is this just for gym? Is this system, what the hell is the electro-ejaculator system? Also, how the hell does something you ordered like 12 years ago show up? How does that even happen? That's way too long a period of time. But hey, shit, there it is. An electro-ejaculator system. Check it out, brother. All right. I can't fathom what could have happened that allowed this company to forget about it, and it's in a hefty bag. That's so funny. To forget about this for over a decade and then go, oh, shit. Or even stranger, that a courier picked this up that same amount of time ago, left it in a corner, and then went, ah, damn it. Let's finish the delivery, guys. Is that company even still in business? There's so much going on here that I want to know more about. Also, I'd love if you could take the operator's manual out of that weird brand Ziploc bag. I know what hefty is. Out of that bag and, give us some instructions. How do you work the electro-ejaculator system? Can I use it? Oh, okay, that's actually funny. I didn't expect you to actually give us a clearer view of the operator's manual sealed in a bag you can buy from Walmart. That's great. Opened up my Amazon package to this. Uh-oh. Do not power on, faulty. And the best part is if you guys do like Amazon, which I'm not going to fault you for, it's a convenient system. If you like it and you really appreciate how easy the returns are, maybe you should go watch the Climate Town episode about it. Or hell, Danny Gonzalez's video about it that he did with Climate Town. I think Climate Town's probably one of the best content creators on the platform as far as educational stuff goes. But when you return this broken piece of shit, it's gonna be just thrown in a landfill or, God forbid, also end up somewhere where it's going to be sold again. What in the world? Keurigs are already environmental goddamn disasters, but now we've got entire units out there that don't work being sold and purchased and thrown away and returned and blah, 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 blah. Ugh. And sometimes they don't even give you your damn money back. That does just happen at random, at least in my experience. At least once a year, Amazon doesn't give me my money back and pretends they did. Love it! I guess I should have added not the table to the sign. We're moving out and have been downsizing for our new place. My wife has been putting items we don't want on a table out in front of our house for free. It's been going great for a couple weeks now. Yesterday, we stepped out for an hour and came back to this. Ah, I see. Yeah. Free, take what you want. Well, I'm putting this one on you, but lesson learned. If you say free, take what you want, the table does appear to be part of that equation. I mean, it is kind of funny that they just took the table, but that's the sort of shit that I would do because I never understand. I'd sit there, I'd read the sign, go free, take what I want. Well, I want the table. Is that part of it? I mean, it must be part of it. It's out here with everything else, right? Like, right? Oh, man. You know what? I'm being silly. Of course the table's part of it. It's in the pile. Sure, it's supporting the pile, but it's a part of it too. So like, yeah, I'm gonna take the table. I think I'm okay. I think they won't mind it. Also, I don't know. I feel like you can just throw away the mask. I know it's reusable and you've probably washed it, but it's a face mask. You can probably just, I don't know, burn it or maybe keep it because we're probably going to need them again real soon, I bet. Also, sorry, I just have to mention, no one's gonna want the creepy baby doll either. Guys, you have to understand that not everything you have is desirable to other people. The turtle? Oh, I'm surprised he's not gone yet. This hotel in Vegas that charges a fee for keeping your own bottles in the mini fridge of the room you paid for. Please explore and enjoy your mini bar. Once removed, items will be automatically charged to your account after 60 seconds. Okay, so yeah, they have that timer bullshit. A service fee will be applied for storing personal items or altering existing items. I'd want to know what that exact fee is. I kind of wish you would figure that out so we could know. Like, is it 14 cents a night added to your hotel bill, or is it a $100 charge for the entire stay? Like, what is it? I want to know so that I can make sure that even though I'm never going, that I make sure to never go to this place, because that's pathetic. My green pressure washer head just shot off and landed in this. Oh no! I don't know what else to tell you, man. Oh no! That's terrible. Well, all I can really say is you better get to hunting, man. You don't have much of a choice. I mean, I guess you could leave it there, but I hope you don't. That is littering, even if it's accidental. You gotta find it. See, that's right. Even when it is an accident, you still need to find it. You still need to clean it up. We can't just go, ugh, it's hard. I'm gonna leave this shit just sitting in the dirt somewhere. Like, look, I get that if you search for a certain amount of time and you just can't, that's one thing. You know what you could try here? Maybe a big old rake. I don't know, that might help. Not one of those leaf rakes, like one of those big, heavy ones that you can really comb through this brush with, you know? That might help. For starters, I think you should look in the circled area. Oh, okay. That should help you really narrow it down. My puppy ate my $400 headphones. Those were $400? I mean, I know that they're destroyed, so that's why they look like shit, but I'm sorry, they look like shit before. That's not the point. That does suck. Although, let this be a lesson to you to maybe not store several $100 electronics devices where your animal, who is a puppy, a baby, can get to them. Don't do that. That's a big puppy, too. I mean, Jesus, man, what did you think was gonna happen? No, seriously, this is your responsibility. What the f? The dog doesn't know what money is. It's not like the dog went, hell yeah, $400 headphones. I'm gonna f them up. I'll f***ing do it again. Oh, gosh. We owe for a surgery that was pre-approved by our health insurance. Amount due, $44,823. Can't pay all at once? Just pay $4,220 a month. Yeah, you can do that. I love that. Man, okay. I wish I had answers for navigating the American healthcare system, but it's never going to get easier. It's only going to get harder from here on out. I'm at the point where if I ever see a bill like this come my way, and I might see one soon, not that like that high, but I might see a giant bill soon, I'm just going to start going, no. Oh no, it's going to get my credit. I don't f***ing care. I'm never going to be able to buy a house anyway. Why do I give a shit? How my wife puts sharp knives in the dishwasher, but butter knives the other way. Okay, yeah, that I can't fathom. I can't fathom what's going through her mind when she does that, because the butter knife thing, what? My cat apparently believes mousing is a catch and release sport. I didn't even know it was called mousing. Or mousing? Well, okay, all cats do this. Not the let it completely go, but yeah, all cats consider it a catch and release thing because cats are f***ing crazy and just kill animals for fun. That's what they do. I mean, yeah, you'll see a house cat eat one of these mice every now and then, but this is why you shouldn't have outdoor cats, man. Or not have outdoor cats. Don't let your cat roam free. Cats are such ecological disasters. I've talked about this before. They're mean. They just kill things. That's what they do. I love cats, but they should not be outside unless they're on a leash. Yeah, walk your cats. That's it. He's trying to teach you. My hosts reused the styrofoam containers the raw meat came in to serve the cooked meat. I was looking forward to this spread all day. Yeah, that is disgusting. How can you be that stupid. Like, I'm not even giving them the benefit of the doubt here. How can you be that dumb? Because you're taught by everybody around you that raw meat is not safe to consume. You might be able to get away with it if you run a TikTok account for a little while, but it's going to catch up to you and you're going to get sick. Cross-contamination is a very, very normal thing that everybody who's ever made food should know about. And if you don't, Jesus goddamn Christ, grow up. I accidentally poured like a kilogram of salt on the only food I packed for a 12-hour shift. Oh my God, yeah, I'm sorry, man. I wouldn't eat all that. I mean, even if you could make it past the super f***ed up salty taste, it's just not good to eat. The amount of steak left, my brother and his girlfriend consider inedible due to fat. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's just way too much fat. I don't want any of that fat going to my waistline. YouTube forcing translations of titles is pure stupidity. Let's see. The Offspring. What? Yep. Have contacted support even, and they told me that it's a feature for my convenience and therefore cannot be turned off. YouTube has never once made a good decision. Every time I leave my computer unlocked around my younger brother, this happens. I mean, at least he's not doing anything actually nefarious, but I'm sorry, at this point, this is your fault. Okay, not all your fault. I'm not victim blaming here. I don't mean to, but you said every time I leave my computer unlocked around my brother. Dude, stop doing that. Sure, he's being a dick and he needs to knock it off. He needs to stop. That's not cool. But you can't continue the insane trend of trusting him. Clearly. My weight loss chart. So close to the goal and it's starting to go up again. Oh, great. Ooh. Well, I feel like that does happen to a ton of people. Like, initially when you start losing weight, it seems like it's moving pretty fast. You're like, whoa, dude, this is crazy. Then it plateaus, might go back up a little bit, and you start to lose motivation. And then you get over that hump, it goes back down, and the same thing is happening again. Starting to go back up a little bit, maybe plateau, you're losing motivation. Just keep going. Unfortunately, when it comes to stuff like this, you cannot rely on motivation strictly. It's discipline or die. That's really what it comes down to time and time and time and time again. That is easier said than done, but so is losing weight. This is typical. The important thing to consider is your average is trending downward. I've been on the weight loss journey for about 8 months now, and my entire graph looks like this. Stick with it and celebrate your successes and realize it's a marathon, not a sprint. Oh yeah, it's never going to be consistently going down. You're always going to fluctuate, no matter what you're doing, actually. Specifically ordered a sleeping capybara. This capybara, wide awake. Oh my God. I don't know why I thought you meant the actual living, breathing animal. Why am I stupid? That does suck, though. You ordered one that was sleepy? Like his eyes were closed? He was... He was honk-shooing like hardcore. Come on, at least he's still adorable. He's your little buddy. You can't get rid of him. You can't hurt him. He didn't do anything wrong. Was drinking this coconut and noticed it tasted like alcohol. So I cracked it open. Oh, are you okay? Do you feel good? Oh no, that's yucky. Oh, gross. Oh, that's bad. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, man. Hopefully you stopped. I mean, really, hopefully you stopped, okay? Good Lord, that just looks gross. I mean, duh. Well, I'm just glad you're alive. Jesus, I gotta keep an eye out for coconuts now. Of all the places this pimple decided to spawn, oh, dude. I have never seen that before. I've got some close to the eye, but never, like, right there. Can you even properly close your eye like that? Waiter tried to convince us multiple times that these were sweet potatoes. They tried to convince you that the carrots were sweet potatoes? I'm assuming they did just taste like carrots because they're carrots, right? I mean, that's mind-blowing stuff right there. The carrots taste like carrots. Isn't that wild? Isn't that just completely freaking unheard of? Man, I wonder if the waiter actually knows or if they're just like, I know, but I have to pretend, I have to lie. Evolution of my university's logo. Oh, this should be fun. Let's see, 1457 to 2009. Damn, they really held on to that one, didn't they? That's amazing. Then 2009 through 2022. They kept the old logo, but grayed it out a little bit, put something a little more legible at front. Okay, that's fine. And now it's just this. Look, I know tradition is kind of lame at heart in a lot of ways, but I don't know, dude. This seems a little, dumb. This is the sort of shit we're talking about when we talk about the oversimplification of logos. It's this. That's not even a frickin' logo. That is just text. That's just boring ass fucking text. the logo next week, probably. There we go. Exactly. This is what we don't like. I swear education is illegal. Okay. It's the least religious countries. Countries shows Australia. Well, yeah. Because Australia is a country. Your profile picture, you're cooked. I'm sorry, guys. Did you fall for bait from dildo_snatcher? Come on. That dude is probably Australian, and he fishing, and he gotcha. Oh, it continues. Australia is a country. Australia is a continent. Brochacho, and a country. Australia is not a continent. Name the 7 continents of the world right now. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, and Oceania? What? I'm sorry. I remember when I was really young, I mistook continents and countries myself and was very stupid. So yeah, the 7 continents from largest to smallest, just so we set the record straight here, are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. Australia being the smallest of the continents. Check it out. However, let's see, depends on the region then, because where I am, Australia is a continent. That's not that, no. Then what will you call the other countries in the ocean by Australia? Australia, the actual landmass of Australia, the big one is a country, but the islands around it are included in Australia, the continent. So in some regions, it's called Oceania. How do you say that? But in mine, it's all called Australia. I'm sorry, we need to Google Oceania really quick. I have never heard that. Let's see here. Hold on. I Google that and check that out. The smallest continent in land area and the second least populated after Antarctica. I've never heard that f***ing word. I kid you not. I graduated high school, maybe I did and I blocked it out. I don't know. Never heard this term. Ever. What the hell? Missed connecting flight because entitled people thought all bags must be checked didn't apply to them. Nice. I do get pretty exhausted being the type of person that automatically assumes that everyone is doing things because they think they're better than everyone else and get to do what they want. I say it all the time, and I still believe that in a lot of ways because you, when it comes to flying, are told time and time and time and time again, even if the rules are unfair and stupid and don't make any sense and shouldn't be that way, you are told what the rules are. And there are a lot of people that just go, well, maybe if I pretend I didn't hear them, I'll get special treatment. No, and in not getting that special treatment, you're going to hold everybody else up. The hairs on my makeup brush aren't even glued on. They were just held in there with tension? Also, I love that they're called hairs. Whose hair are they? Who donated their hair to the brush company? And you included the Obama dodecahedron or some here for a reason, right? I know it's not a dodecahedron, but like, why is he there? Look, I'm sorry. I don't care about the brush anymore. I'm staring directly at Bobama. Why is he here? What kind of papercraft bullshit were you working on, man? Car dealership blocking the sidewalk with their cars. Now there is an American business I would like to be destroyed. Not this one this one personally too, sure. I want dealerships to be not illegal, but I want them to stop being able to control the flow of the automobile to the American consumer. The doctor told my mom no more soda at all, and she's been bragging about how she stopped. Okay, let's take a look. So we have 2 12-packs underneath the sink, which, by the way, has almost nothing stored underneath it, and that's crazy. They look sealed. Okay, they look sealed to me, which means she's not drinking them. Okay, so that's good. We got that cleared out of the air. All right, perfect. Now, I'm not going to jump down your mom's throat here, and I hope you don't either. You should ask. I'd say, hey, you good, right? And now that you know these are here, you can check on them. Are they being drank? Cool. Then we need to talk, right? But you should check, because this could be a specific power move that your mom is doing on purpose. There are a lot of people that have addiction, let's say alcoholism, for instance, And in order to curb drinking and, slow down, help themselves, a lot of people will keep that last beer in the fridge, or that last six-pack, or that last bottle of wine, whatever. They'll keep it there. They allow themselves to feel like they have power over it. They see it in there. It's a temptation every day, and they go, no. Now, sure, it's weird that she got two, but this could be that. Let's give your mom a break here, okay? I just want to dry my clothes. Optimizing AI dry. Can we not? I don't even look, the AI thing is stupid, but this is just indicative of, I guess, the bigger picture of stupidity here. This is everything needing to be a smart device. I will say, when it comes to appliances that are smart, I don't quite mind the washer-dryer being that way as much, even though I still hate it. And the reason for that is, at the very least, if I'm pairing my damn phone with my washer and dryer, or God forbid I'm making an account or anything like that, at the very least there's some usefulness there in that, dryer's done, I got a notification about it. However, it's only so helpful because what I can do is just check on the goddamn machine 20 minutes later. Or set a timer, reminder, anything like that. I know there is some good in the smart device revolution, but it feels like 80% of it is wasteful bullshit that gets in the way and adds failure points. Because I've got a sneaky suspicion if AI Dry stops optimizing one day, dryer doesn't work, it's broken, doesn't work anymore, you have to pay $2,000 to fix it or get a whole new dryer, doesn't work anymore. They're the worst failure points of all time, man. Someone systematically epoxied every keyhole on the street. They epoxied the keyholes? Holy crap. That's next level psycho move right there. That is, bravo, you're evil. No, truly, bravo. You got me, man. I don't know what else I'd do to be more of a dick to everybody for no fucking reason. I can't possibly think of a thing I would do to not ruin people's lives, but inconvenience them to a point where everyone has a significantly worse week. And yes, week. I gotta call a locksmith out here to fix this shit, and they're gonna be real busy now. This actually also happened in KC, where a guy in a new locksmith business did this to drum said business up. The good news is that he got caught and he went to jail. Good! That is freaking crazy. Oh my lord. Whole tank of gas, $100, gone. I'm just a young teacher trying to make it by. The last day of school is tomorrow too. Wait, for crying out loud, $100? I'm sorry, let's take a peek at what the hell you're driving here. It looks like a smaller SUV. It doesn't look huge. Looks like maybe a mid-size. Actually, no, never mind. This does look like a beastly bastard. What the f*** are you driving, dude? Holy crap. Let's try and think about it this way for a second. Now, I don't know where you live, so I can't say exactly how expensive gas is per gallon near you, but let's say you got a 13-gallon tank. Where I am, you're paying about $40 to $45. Maybe $47 in total for a full tank. So you got a massive motherfucker, man. Whew. I'm not about to suggest that you should just get a smaller car or whatever, because that's stupid. But damn, either that tank is utterly massive or you live in like LA or something like that. Because good God, I don't know how many standard SUVs come with 20-plus gallon tanks. Maybe it's more than I think. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm the crazy one. My glasses, after paying $150 to get these lenses thinned out. They were thinned out? I don't even know what to say. What the hell is your vision rating? Can you see? Can you really? I mean, damn, that does suck. It must be really annoying to wear glasses that thick, because they're also going to be a lot heavier, right? That's a lot of weight to be putting on your nose or on the backs of your ears to keep those suckers on your face. But how much thinner are they? Okay, hold on. Did they just sort of dig into them a little bit? Is that up at the top of the picture the thickness they started out as? Because if I pay $150 and you can barely take a millimeter off of those suckers, I'm probably going to want my money back. Because you didn't do anything, right? I mean, they obviously did, but I digress. Also, unrelated to your glasses and your strife, that is one adorable boy. Who is that? Who's that fella down there? And why do they look so scared of your giant Coke bottle glasses? Why are they so worried? Are you doing okay? Because the cat seems to think you're not doing okay. Either that or maybe they're looking up at you with admiration. I don't know. They're a little blurry. so I can't really quite make it out. But aren't they just the sweetest looking thing in the world? The cutest thing you ever have seen? Oh my goodness. I'm only a minus 7.5, but I did have a treatment done at 9 years old to stop them from decreasing any further. I should feel very lucky. I'm about a minus 8, and this is about how thick mine are, even with the thinning. Unfortunately, it's part of the deal. I have such a... Oh man, I look at my prescription, and they're a little thicker than the frames, like a teensy bit. But damn, I'm glad that's not what my prescription is. Holy Lord. Just, I can't even imagine wearing glasses like that on my face all the time. Found out my grandma passed away today from my landlord. Huh? Sarah, I'm sorry to hear about your grandmother. I always enjoyed our time together. Tom. Well, Tom's not a dick, from what I can tell, of course, but I would be a little upset to hear it from my landlord. Why did no one call me? Why did you tell the landlord first, actually? How did he figure it out first? Cool. That's awesome. Hey, Tom, who told you? No, I'd probably chase this up the ladder a little bit, so to speak here. I'd follow these breadcrumbs. I want to know what's going on. Tom, what kind of relationship did you and Grandma have? Who do you know? The local thrift store has decided to write the price of the lens using permanent marker on the actual lens. Oh, if this is Goodwill, I'm going to be so... I mean, if it's anybody, I'm going to be mad, but if it's Goodwill, ooh. Okay, doesn't look like it is. There is no freaking way. It doesn't matter who you are. There is no way you look at a camera lens. You know what a fucking camera lens is. I don't care if you're 9 years old. You know what one is. Genuinely. No shot, brother. No way. You know what it is, and you know that maybe you shouldn't destroy it. So you destroy it? Wait, did they write it? Okay, hold on. Wait, before I lose my freaking mind, did they write it on the actual lens or on what looks like, not a polarizing filter, it looks like a UV filter / dust filter, whatever the hell you want to call it, that's on the top of the lens. That there is a UV filter on the lens. Did they write it on that? Not that that's too much better, because that's an accessory you could make use of. But if they did, cool. You can just take that $50 thing off and toss it away and you got a camera lens. Cool. But I got a sneaky suspicion that is not at all what happened here. How? How could that happen? Genuinely. And how much you want to bet this thing's priced at? Way too much. Like, this lens is probably worth $40 at most, and they're probably selling it for... I don't know what the they even wrote on there. Is that supposed to say like $19 something? Is that the price? What does it even fucking say, man? I'm losing my mind. It looks like it says one gay. Like, what does that mean? Girlfriend couldn't open the lid, so she cut a hole in it. Well, I'm sorry. You should have been there, okay? Maybe if you had been there, this wouldn't have happened. You apologize right now for not being around to help your girlfriend open that fucking jar, okay? Plus, let's be honest with each other. We're not gonna put I know what that is. That's so good. We're not putting it in the fridge. We're eating the whole damn thing, okay? So whatever. You can get your own. Because you weren't there to help. You selfish son of a bitch, okay? You deserve this. You should feel like an idiot. God, that is, what the hell did she use to cut, though? Did she get out, like, a Dremel? What did she cut into this thing with? There's no way she used, like, scissors or a knife or something. I made most of my life decisions waiting at that traffic light. Most of your life decisions? Really? What's even going on here? What is that? I'm a little bit confused. You know what I'm not confused about? DJ Fair's over there. Yeah, let's party it up, brother. My mom leaves bags with peanut butter residue on my desk. I'm allergic. Is your mom trying to kill you? That's super not okay. That's not just a oopsie poopsie thing. What's going on there? Your mom should fucking know that you're allergic to peanut butter. Why the hell would she be doing this? Is she 95? What's going on? Wife replaced all chopping boards in our house with red onion chopping boards to help me overcome my phobia of raw onions. What? If you do have an actual phobia of... I mean, these things look weird, for sure. If you do have an actual phobia, that's kind of a move, especially if it wasn't discussed about and agreed to by you to do some exposure therapy. That's freaking weird. They didn't call this series Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Per 2. With an AI thumbnail and everything. Really? I mean, that might not be an AI thumbnail, but it totally is. Car keys, house keys, stuck inside storage at 10:01 p.m. Oh, there's gotta be something. TSA took my son's sweater out of the bin for inspection, only to let it get scraped by a conveyor belt for 5 minutes while they tried to confiscate Vaseline from some other people. So is there any, recourse when TSA destroys or steals your goddamn shit? Because TSA does steal stuff from people, and they do seem to harm people's stuff all the time. Is there no recourse? If they ruined anything of mine, I don't care if it's not worth anything, what do? Do they get legal impunity to destroy my shit? My dad discovered Temu, or Temu, I don't know how it's pronounced, doesn't matter, it's awful. Great. So he's ordering actual garbage. Booking site wants a tip. Alright, yeah, we need to knock this shit off. Add a $1 tip. No, Uber Eats just told me that this order is fine. They told you wrong. Dude, we gotta stop, man. We gotta stop with the delivery. Now that we're, financing burritos and stuff, we gotta stop.